Okay, I got it working. Hey y'all, I just said I was going to cook today. What I'm making tonight is spaghetti. I'm gonna try to make this a little informal and not just be so uptight, like trying to be perfect. I'm gonna just be myself while I'm cooking tonight and just talking to y'all about what's going on. I have already chopped up my onions and red peppers. Now today, what I usually do when I make my spaghetti is use green peppers, but my green peppers were actually bad today, so I just used the red peppers instead, and it's okay because apparently they're interchangeable. The red pepper is just a little bit sweeter, so I don't mind that because I like my spaghetti sweet anyway. So I'm about to just get started and try to talk to y'all while I'm doing this. I'm gonna try to focus. So I mean, like, y'all, what's been going on? What y'all been up to during this coronavirus? As y'all can see, I didn't gain weight, so that's what I've been doing, apparently eating all the time. But I know recently I have, I don't know, I had given up when it came to my surgeries because I just kind of felt like it was so far away. I don't like this meat at all. I have felt like it was so far away for me to be able to get the surgeries. And y'all, by the way, anybody that have anything to say about the way I cook, the way you think I can't cook, if that's what you think, I don't care what you say. Cause one thing about it, two things for sure, I'm a foodie. So if it's one thing I know how to do is eat. And what I do is I cook to make stuff edible for me. So if I like it, that's all that matters. So any concerns about anything, the way I do anything, I'm good. Let me stop playing. But no, for real, y'all, like, I'm taken care of on this end. What I was calling myself doing, I was going to Publix, because one thing about it is Publix stuff is real fresh. Everything they have is like top of the line. And I used to stay out of Publix because of the price. But I had kind of started, I don't know why I started going, but I started going to Publix. I don't like this meat. But I had started. Why is this meat like this? Lord, please. Oh, I don't like this meat at all. It's making me work. Oh, Lord. Another thing, I'm sorry, I know I kind of like, my mind kind of like go back and forth. I do that all the time. So my mind might jump a little bit. I might be talking about this and that, but like I said, I'm not trying to be perfect in this video here. I'm just trying to catch up with y'all and kind of tell y'all, like I said, like what's been going on with me. But when I be in this kitchen, I'm hot natured. I'm like really hot natured, so I'm hot natured, so right now no lie, I have my AC unit on like 60 degrees because I get really hot in this house by myself. So, like when I step outside, I don't be used to all this heat and stuff like that. And now I got my AC fixed in my car too, so you know I'm doing good right now. Cause for the longest time I've been driving like in the heat. I know it's about to do something to me in a minute with all this heat in this kitchen. But like I was saying, I had stayed away from Publix, but I started going all of a sudden because I think I had got some tomatoes and I had got some fruits and stuff like that from them. And my fruits and tomatoes, everything was so fresh. So I was like, oh, I'm shopping at Publix, I'ma just budget. But after a while, I noticed that no matter how well I tried to budget, I couldn't really get any bang for my buck. You know what I'm saying? And so, I recently, throw that away. As I was saying, I recently started back going to Walmart, which was my favorite store to begin with. Like, I love Walmart because it's just, to me, it's always been one of the cheapest stores and they got, you know, pretty decent quality. So I'm done on that Publix tip for the most part. But with that being said, I got this little cheap meat out of Walmart. And I don't know if I'm gonna get this one again. I might have to just get the regular kind I usually get. So I don't know if I'm gonna mess with this one again because it's like cat food to me. But I'll fix it up. Like I said, I had already cut up my onions and bell peppers. I love the flavor. I love the flavor it adds to my spaghetti. And really, like when I use the green bell peppers, I love the color it adds to my spaghetti. It's so vibrant. You got the red, the green, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I like to add it too. But back to what I originally was talking about before I got sidetracked like 2 or 3 times. I don't know, I just been looking into lately, like for the longest time I really felt like I want to get surgeries done, and I told y'all what I want. Like, I'm not so much focused on this breast area. I'm trying not to be too, like, I got some, you know what I'm saying? I got some enough to make some cleavage here. I do push them up like that. You know what I'm saying? I got enough to make some cleavage. I don't have a problem with my breast area. But like when it comes to my waist and kind of sort of my hips, which can be accentuated by getting my waist done, and I want to kind of lift this area here, those are some things I want to get done. I would love to get facial feminization one day, but that surgery is really expensive. But right now I'm just trying to focus on the things that are not as expensive and that I feel like I can actually manage within the next few years, you know. But I just started thinking to myself, like, what if I were to get my surgery sooner? Like, what if I didn't have to wait years? Like, what if I just got it financed? So I actually am in, you know, talking to a doctor currently, or I have signed up for a free consultation. So I sent him some naked pictures of my whole body, and I'm trying to see what he recommends for me and like what the cost might be. So I'm excited. I definitely am. I'm just waiting to hear from him. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know a lot of these surgeries are extremely expensive. Like, if you're talking about a Brazilian butt lift or male to female contouring, it's a lot of money. Like, you're talking close to $8,000, $10,000. So it can be very, very overwhelming. And it can make you feel like, well, dang, I ain't gonna never get close to my goal. You know? This right here, I put in everything. I love accent. I put it in my salads. If I fry some fries, like I said, I'll put that in anything. It has such a good flavor to me. And then what I'm making too is I'm making some garlic bread, so I'm excited about that. Recently, I've been feeling kind of sick. So I already have what's called hyperthyroidism, and it's onset by Graves' disease. So I found that out a few years ago. But in regards to that, the doctor has really prescribed something for me that has really managed that for me, because I had first lost a whole bunch of weight. Like, I look fat now, but at one time I had lost a whole bunch of weight. Like, you could see it all in my neck and everything like that. So he prescribed me, it's called methimazole. And I still get hot, I still get irritable, you know what I'm saying? I still don't feel well all the time, but it has definitely improved my quality of life. So I'm still on. I don't know if that's going to be something lifelong. He kind of made it sound like it would be. But either way, you know, I'm fine. But lately, I've been feeling like, when my friend was here, like, I usually have my friend come stay the night with me because I be feeling lonely. But when he was here, when I tell you, I was feeling so dizzy. Like, I literally, I'm trying to think of the first time it happened. We were in bed, I want to say, and I just sat up, and it's like the whole room started spinning. And I had never, you know, I had felt dizzy before, but I ain't never felt dizzy like that. That scared me. I ain't gonna lie. Because it was like so out of control, and it was like that for like 2 or 3 days. Literally, I would have these bouts of just feeling so dizzy. I didn't know if it was vertigo. I told my mama to pray for me, because anytime I got something going on, I just tell my mama to pray for me. And I started, I don't know, my mama comforts me. But I started feeling better. I feel better now, for sure. But what I did was I cut back on taking my spironolactone, because I hear a lot of trans girls have problems with that, because it's a diuretic. And so it lowers your blood pressure, because it's actually a blood pressure medication, and it lowers your blood pressure to the point where you'll notice that a lot of trans girls, or a lot of, what I've heard is you hear a lot of trans girls might have cravings for stuff like pickles and stuff like that because of the salt in it. So I bought me some pickles, and then, like I said, I cut back on that spironolactone. I don't know if I even want to take it anymore, but I'm taking, like, my doctor had told me to start taking half a pill every day. But what I did was I even cut that back, and I'm doing half a pill every other day. So that scared me. You know what? Most of my life, I always felt so invincible. You know, I never felt like anything could happen to me. Well, I felt like if it did, I was strong enough to overcome it. you know. But as I get older, I'm more in touch with the fact that I'm a human being, you know, and that life is real out here. A lot of people, especially during this coronavirus, a lot of people have lost their life. And everywhere you turn is something can be bound to happen. So that, you know, that's why a lot of people say, be ready for when Jesus comes. If you're spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, are you ready? Always stay ready, because you never know and stuff like that. I think about stuff like that. I do, because I was raised in the church. But I think that might play into to me feeling so in touch with, like, I can be here today going tomorrow. And I spent so much of my life like not really living, you know what I'm saying? Just existing. So when I made the decision to transition, it definitely was, this is the best part of my life. You know, people say high school is your best years, college is your best years. None of those things mattered to me because I wasn't genuinely who I really wanted to be. I didn't genuinely do the things I wanted to do. I limited myself and I hid certain parts of myself. Now that I am open and free, I'm finally living more than I ever have. And I still have, you know, room to grow. But you know what? Life is just like a learning experience. You know, life is just a learning experience. That's all it is. Like growing up, sometimes a lot of us feel like nobody can tell us nothing, and we know everything we need to know. And a lot of times, a lot of us are hard-headed and have to go through so much. But as you get older, you realize like stuff, people that were more experienced or that had lived longer than you and knew things that they tried to tell you, you realize, you know what, they was right. I feel like that all the time when it comes to like my mama. She taught me so many things growing up, especially when I got older, that when I look back on it, I'm like, she was right. I always tell her when she was right, you know? To this day, even when I don't agree with something, like in regards to applying it to my life, because I live, you know, because I'm on my own, I pretty much do, you know, people can, especially people that are my elders or people that, you know, have my best interests, they may tell me things, give me sound advice, but I may not always apply it, you know, because that may not be something I'm interested in doing. But even in me not applying it, I can recognize that, you know, whether it's my mama, my daddy, whoever the case may be, I can recognize sound judgment and I can recognize experience. And a lot of times when we're younger, we just feel like we so blockheaded and we so like, no, I know this about life and I don't need anything else. Sometimes you do, baby. Trust and believe. Sometimes you do. So those are just things I'm learning, or things that I have learned, you know. Mmm. That's about ready. Like I said, I just wanted some new footage. Oh Lord. I wanted some new footage for you guys. I have not forgot about y'all at all, I promise you. It's just like a lot of times, I'm like an introvert, and I'm like a person that's so, I reflect on everything and I think about everything. So a lot of times I just be in my head. And to be honest, like, I be self-conscious too. Like, to show myself in this state, no makeup, even though I navigate the world like this, it's hard. I'm gonna be honest, it's really hard. It's really hard. But I know I have to start somewhere, you know. When I get where I'm going, I'm gonna look back on these days and be like, wow, like you did that, you know? You overcame all obstacles. Now listen, I don't know how many of y'all do this, but I don't care. I got a lot of sugar in my tank. And to keep myself fueled up, I like sugar in a lot of my food. Not all of it, but a lot of it. And spaghetti is one of them. So, y'all don't judge me. I'm going to try not to do too much because I be trying to, you know, if I got friends or whatever, I try to hook them up with some food. And they may not, you know what I'm saying, they may not like it like I like it. Me and my sister, we always liked our spaghetti a little sweet. And I usually cut up some Roger Wood sausage too, but I had to save, you know. I had to save. But yeah, I just be chilling in this house, you know. My funny acting friend that want to stay the night with me, I be keeping him hostage though. Lord knows he'll stay with me forever. I don't know, I just love having somebody here. I just love having somebody here with me, you know, especially somebody who I am comfortable with. Not just anybody, because a lot of men be trying to come over here. I'm not interested, boo. I'm not interested. Now listen, I'm gonna show y'all something else weird. I don't want no more. No, it's gonna do good enough. I'm gonna show y'all something else weird, and y'all can judge me if y'all want to. Okay, so I love the taste of lasagna, and I'm real funny about cheese. Like, honestly, I'm real funny about cheese. Like, I really don't keep cheese in my house, but I know some of my guy friends be coming over here and they like cheese, or when I cook, I know they might want cheese in their food. So, I keep certain cheeses, but ricotta cheese, I usually put a little bit in my spaghetti, I ain't gonna lie, because it adds such a good flavor. Like, I'll put like half of this container in there, if not the whole thing, but I'm trying to, like, I gotta be careful with putting the whole thing in there. So I usually put like half of the container in there. And it is so good, y'all. I promise you. Like, y'all can look at it weird if you want to. If you don't want to try it, that's fine. But I love the taste of that ricotta cheese in my spaghetti. Let me put my bread in the oven. Put this on 25. Oh Lord, this thing I checked and my friend that left his food enough. Lord, I don't know why he do stuff like that. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this in there. I ain't gonna try to go overboard. And so I do it like that, okay? I put about half of that jar in there. Mix it in. Now it's gonna change that color to like a light red. Not light red, but you know what I'm saying? It's gonna change the color a little bit to more of like a creamy color, creamy red. And y'all, I promise you it tastes so good in the spaghetti. Now I'm gonna taste it in a minute, see if I need some more sugar, some more seasonings, or some more cheese or anything like that. I wanna make sure that's all mixed up. I could have probably used some more meat. See, my sister, she like it like this. Like, she don't like all that meat in her spaghetti. She can just do like the sauce I make and the noodles. She love it. But you know what? The other day, me and my sister, like, we kind of, I don't want to say fell out. We just had a disagreement. That's okay to have a disagreement with people, you know? That's okay to have a disagreement with people. What you need? What you need, baby? Tell me what you need. What you need? Y'all, you can't never like put too much ass in. To be honest. To be honest. To be honest. Y'all remember people used to do to be honest on Facebook? And to be honest, you cute or whatever, but you be playing, you got a little girlfriend or whatever, so y'all remember that? That meat, I ain't gonna get that meat no more. This real chewy. I'm still chewing on the meat. That's the problem. But like, I like to be on Facebook. Sometimes I don't even be posting nothing on Facebook. My Facebook dead. Like, nobody don't be showing me no love on Facebook. And I caught myself trying to add like people I went to school with and stuff, which was a mistake. Cause I ain't really F with nobody like that in school. Like I F with, hold up, let me not, like I had people I F with. But you know, you gotta think, like if you a transgender or like, let me just speak for myself. As somebody who wasn't comfortable with their body, wasn't comfortable with themselves, I hid a lot of parts of myself. So they didn't never really get the true side of me. You know what I'm saying? So I had people that I vibed with and was cool and was always sweet to me and stuff like that. A lot of females and stuff, but I wasn't really close with nobody. I stayed to myself. It's like I'm still missing something though. I wanted to, you know, I wanted to really bang me. This what it is. a little bit of that. Sometimes you gotta add a little bit more, especially after you add that ricotta. You want that creamy taste, but you don't want to lose that, like that little bit of bite, that little sting that it gives you. You know what I'm saying? And that sausage can add that too. Let me taste it. You better be ready now. I'm gonna add some more sugar. Let me add some of my spaghetti. To be honest, goodness, I'm about to make a mess. I usually like a little bit more something in it, like the sausage or some more meat. But this is gonna do, I promise you.